She smiles at the camera, laughs, then suddenly freezes. Her eyes lock on something behind her. She whispers, "Wait, who's that?" And then the screen goes black. This is the story of a live stream that was never meant to end like this. In the summer of 2021, in a quiet suburban neighborhood, a 23-year-old content creator named Lena Karev was doing what she loved most, connecting with her audience online. Known for her late-night just chatting streams, Lena had built a small but loyal following across multiple platforms. But one night, during what seemed like a normal live stream, something changed. Thousands of viewers would later replay those final moments again and again, asking the same question: what did Lena see behind her? Lena lived alone in a modest 2-bedroom apartment on the edge of the city. It was a safe area, known more for quiet streets than crime reports. Her content was simple: late-night talks, life stories, sometimes cooking or gaming. She wasn't controversial. She wasn't famous. She was relatable. Friends described her as cautious. She always locked her doors. She rarely shared her exact location, and she often joked about being a little paranoid. But in the weeks leading up to that night, Lena had mentioned something unusual during her streams. She felt like she was being watched. At first, her viewers thought it was just part of her storytelling, maybe even a way to build suspense. But Lena insisted it felt real. She spoke about hearing footsteps in the hallway outside her apartment, even when no one was there, about objects being slightly out of place, about a strange feeling she couldn't explain. Still, there was no proof, no break-ins, no reports, nothing concrete, until the night everything changed. It was just past midnight when Lena went live. She greeted her audience like always, smiling, relaxed, talking about her day. The chat was active. People from different time zones tuning in, sending messages, laughing at her jokes. For nearly 40 minutes, everything seemed completely normal. Then, small things started to feel off. Lena paused mid-sentence. She tilted her head slightly, as if listening. "Did you guys hear that?" she asked. The chat filled with confusion. Most viewers said no. She brushed it off, laughed, but a few minutes later, it happened again. A faint sound, like something shifting. This time, she didn't laugh. Her eyes moved toward the hallway behind her. The lighting in her apartment was dim, with only a desk lamp illuminating her face. The background was darker, harder to see clearly. "Okay, that's weird," she said softly. Her viewers started reacting. Some told her to check. Others told her to ignore it. Lena hesitated. Then slowly she turned her chair, just slightly, to look behind her. Nothing. She exhaled, smiled nervously, and turned back to the camera. "See? I'm just paranoid." But she wasn't, because seconds later, everything changed. Lena froze. Her expression shifted instantly, from calm to confused to pure fear. Her eyes widened. Not at the camera, but just behind it. Her lips parted as if she was about to speak, but no words came out. The chat exploded. Viewers started typing rapidly. "What is that?" "Behind you. Run!" Lena slowly whispered, barely audible. "Who's there?" Then she stood up. The camera shook slightly as her chair moved back. And for a brief moment, just 1 second, something appeared in the frame behind her. A shadow. Tall. Still. Then Lena screamed. The screen glitched and went black. Emergency services were contacted almost immediately, but not by Lena. By her viewers. Within minutes, dozens of calls were made, reporting a possible break-in or attack. Authorities traced the stream back to Lena's apartment and dispatched officers to the scene. When they arrived, the front door was unlocked. Inside, the apartment was quiet. Too quiet. There were signs of a struggle. Her chair knocked over. A glass shattered on the floor. But no sign of Lena. No forced entry. No clear evidence of how someone could have gotten in or out. Her phone was found on the desk. Still streaming, still recording, but the footage after the blackout was corrupted. Investigators reviewed everything. The stream, the chat logs, Lena's previous videos. They noticed something disturbing in several of her earlier streams. Viewers began pointing out something strange. A figure, always in the background, always barely visible. At first, it was dismissed as shadows, lighting issues, or imagination. But frame-by-frame analysis suggested otherwise. Someone or something had been there before. Watching, waiting. Police also discovered that Lena had recently received anonymous messages. Short, unsettling texts from an unknown number. "I see you. You shouldn't be alone." The number was untraceable. No fingerprints were found in the apartment besides Lena's. No CCTV footage from nearby buildings showed anyone entering or leaving. It was as if the person never existed. But then, weeks into the investigation, a new detail emerged. A neighbor came forward. He claimed that on the night of the incident, he saw someone standing outside Lena's apartment window, not trying to break in, just standing there, watching. He described the figure as unusually still, almost unnatural. And here's where it gets stranger. When police checked the building layout, Lena's apartment was on the 3rd floor. There was no balcony, no ledge, no way for someone to stand outside that window. Unless they weren't standing, or they weren't entirely a human. Investigators dismissed the claim publicly, but internally, the case took a different turn. Because when they enhanced the final frame before the screen went black, they saw it clearly. clearly. Not just a shadow, a face, close to Lena. Too close. Lena Karev was never found. No body, no trace, no confirmed suspect. The case remains officially unsolved. Her channel still exists, frozen in time. That final live stream continues to circulate online, dissected by viewers, analyzed by experts, and debated across forums. Some believe it was a planned disappearance. Others think it was a stalker who got too close. And some believe something else entirely, something we don't fully understand. Because the most unsettling part isn't just what happened to Lena, it's the fact that for weeks, maybe months, something was already there, in the background, unnoticed, until it decided to step forward. So the next time you're alone in front of a camera, ask yourself, if you looked behind you right now, would you really want to know what's there?